Hey everybody, Weem here. How you doing? I've got some news to kind of pass along to you, and I thought now might be a good time before I kind of crash for the night. So I'm just going to jump right in. I got a couple things I want to go over. The first being that I had really hoped to get to doing some videos this weekend, and unfortunately that didn't happen. I really wanted to do a stream today, but obviously didn't get to that. I had some things I needed to do. Unfortunately, on what was supposed to be my off day today to kind of relax. But anyway, Friday and Saturday, Forrest was over here, and as many of you know, we developed a game, Epic Inventor, and a couple weeks ago we started work on our next game. So we're starting to move into this period where we do a whole lot of work on the game, and it takes a bunch of our time. We had some really crazy weekends for Epic Inventor over the course of that year, so it looks like we're going to start jumping into that kind of stuff. Now, what that means for me video-wise is that what you've kind of seen is I think I usually release my videos like between Thursdays and like Monday or so, and that's because I actually don't work Fridays, so I have these 3-day weekends, and I just try to get video work done during that period. But some of that's probably going to change. I'm probably going to start doing some more videos during the week and maybe less during the weekend. Some of them I may not post until the weekend, but that'll be kind of the change because my weekends are going to be devoted to our new game development. There's going to be some times where we can't get together, we take breaks, and I'll do some videos, but that's pretty much the gist there. So I didn't get any video stuff done this weekend. We put a lot of work into the game. I did a lot of graphic work, as I did with Epic Inventor. You can see that in my dev blog below. I'll have a link to that. You can see it here, and it will be in the description too. It's at the weem.tumblr.com. And so basically you'll see the graphic work that I do there. I share what I can, I blur what I have to, if there's stuff we just can't show yet. I also do game design as I did with Epic Inventor. So in this case, this last weekend, I found myself doing a lot of writing, a lot of sketching, while Forrest was over here working on programming. And then we kind of took a break, and I spent 45 minutes kind of running him through what the game was. And I know some of you are interested in that, so I'll go into a little bit of detail there. Essentially, we had this kind of loose idea for the next game, and this game is going to be a top-down game. It's going to be fantasy-based. Those are kind of two details I can share with you. Another one is that we are developing this in XNA, so our hope is we think it'd be kind of cool to see that on the Xbox, but we'll see. It will definitely be on PC, so that's kind of the focus there. And yeah, so anyway, we started work on that, and we kind of had this loose idea. I had an idea of what I thought would be kind of a fun game, but I really didn't have a whole lot of detail, so I basically told the guys, this is kind of what I'm thinking, and they said, oh, that sounds cool. What about A? What about B? So we kind of came up with a couple little ideas and kind of took mental note of that. And then basically over the last couple weeks, Forrest and Brandon have been building the engine for the game, the world generation, things like that. The kind of stuff that they could work on before knowing the full details of the game. But basically we've kind of had this ticking clock where it's like, Weem, we're getting down to it. And I had even asked Forrest at one point, like, hey, what's the deadline? I've got a couple different ideas floating around. When do things really need to be nailed? When do you need to know this like major portion of it, and how much room do I have to work with? So anyway, we basically determined that that was coming up pretty quickly. So this weekend included me writing and, as I said, doing a bunch of sketches. I have a very large whiteboard in my room here, and so I basically, once I had a bunch of details down, I ran Forrest through the whole thing. I said, this is character creation, and you'll do A, B, C, and D, and character creation includes these things. This is why they're important. I kind of walked through the process of creating a character, and then what you do in the game. What's your purpose? What do you do on a minute-by-minute basis? What's your focus? So I basically filled him in. He had some questions. I answered those. He had a couple ideas. I took some notes down about those. So we have a much clearer understanding of what this game is going to be all about. And as such, I will be able to start releasing a little bit more information about that, over the course of the next few days, some little things maybe, and then over the next couple weeks. Within the next few weeks, I hope to put out a video of some very early, very, very early kind of look at what the game is kind of looking like right now. We, in fact, right now can run around in the world. There's even mobs for us to kill. There's terrain to run around, and the world is generating. I can't really say much beyond that, but we've come pretty far in just a few weeks. It's pretty cool to see already. I think Epic Inventor went over a month before we saw the character in the game, and in this case we had Sprite running around in a world with some terrain pretty quickly, like week 1. So anyway, yeah, hoping to share some of that stuff with you. But again, check out my dev blog for screenshots and stuff, and if you keep an eye there, you don't have to follow or anything, but if you check it out every once in a while, I'll have some new things there, especially each weekend. We have these dev days, so we just had, dev day 3, and we'll be posting some information there. And I linked to Forrest blog too. If you're kind of interested in the programming aspect, you can check out his dev blog. So anyway, that's kind of that update. Busy working on game, and so I didn't really get any videos, but I'm hoping to do some during this week. The next thing I wanted to kind of talk about is I've talked about doing a new Minecraft series, and I do intend on doing that. I'm likely going to call it Weem Ventures, right? Makes sense. And so anyway, that's going to be basically kind of my playground. It's going to be a series that I go to periodically. You may see me do 3-4 episodes in a row, then maybe do the Genesis Project an episode or 2, but always kind of going back to the Weem Ventures series. I'm hoping for it to just be a long-running series of me and my world, quote unquote. This my place to run around and build what I want, do what I want, and I'll have various goals. I'll have building goals. And but essentially it's just going to be a big playground for me to relax in and build things and share with you guys. So anyway, I'm looking forward to doing that. It's going to be a fun way for me to kick back and relax and do some video stuff, which I find fun. So anyway, more details on Weem Ventures coming in the near future. So let's see, what else did I want to talk about? Twitch. I had hoped to do some streaming today, but as I said, I had some stuff going on. Today was supposed to be my chill day, and it turned into do a bunch of things I didn't really want to do day. Those are fun. Sometimes we have to do those. Not much you can do about that, so not a big deal. But I want to let you know that I do intend on doing more live streaming, and what I have been doing over the last week or so has been live streaming stuff, not really telling anybody about it, and some of you have found it and kind of jumped into it as I've done it, but mostly that's been experimenting. And one of the things I've been focusing on is live streaming to Twitch, and then it saves your video there, and then using their feature to send it over to YouTube. Now what happens is when that gets over to YouTube, the quality is kind of crappy, so I've been experimenting with settings on my end, and then streaming to Twitch, and then transferring that to YouTube, and then seeing, what does that mean to quality over on YouTube, and just kind of playing around with that and experimenting with that. And so far, it hasn't been going that great. I really prefer like nice quality video. My videos are HD; they have been for a while now, and I want it to be nice and crisp and clean. I want you to be able to watch on YouTube my live streams from earlier and see the chat channel in the video, but also be able to read it. And right now the quality is kind of terrible, and you can't really read the chat stuff, and so it's not really working out that well. So I think what I'm looking at is I'm going to have to I'll be using XSplit, which you use with Twitch, to stream the video, but I think I'll also be using it to record out. Depending on the process stuff that's used, I may record the video in Fraps while also live streaming, or I may use XSplit to save it and live stream it at the same time. But I just need to try kind of both methods and see the best route there. Or if I'm short on time, I may just kind of see what other people's experience have been with that and kind of determine what might be the best route. So anyway, that's kind of my plans with Twitch. I know it's kind of been quiet over there, but I have been doing stuff and experimenting. I don't save those videos, so you're not going to see those there. I have at this point recorded, I think it's been up like close to 30 streams, but you'll only see like 2 videos there right now, because pretty much once they're done, I send them over to YouTube for a test, as I've done a few times, or I just straight delete them because I was testing something else and I don't need the video there. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much the gist. I just want to run you through those things. The game development this last weekend, the new Minecraft series, Weem Ventures coming, and kind of what I'm doing at Twitch and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I will leave it at that and try not to keep you here too long. So again, hope you guys are doing good, and hopefully you see some videos from me within the next hopefully couple days or so. So keep an eye out for that. Thanks for stopping in, and I'll catch you guys later.